Welcome back to the third episode of the Diving Into Sports podcast with your hosts Lyle
and Nash.
Henry. Let's dive into today's topic. So tonight finishes out wildcard weekend on a Monday. AFC is set for the divisional round. NFC, Cowboys at Bucs decides what the matchups will be.
Against the 49ers. The winner will play the 49ers in San Fran.
This game should be great, and Tom Brady, Dak Prescott, two elite QBs. A lot of people are saying if Tom Brady loses this game, then he won't be in a Bucs uniform next year. He'll be in possibly a Titans or Raiders.
Or no matter what, maybe.
So, Nash, what do you think about this game?
Well, unlike the Chargers-Jags matchup, we're not a big fan of either of these teams at all, but besides that, I mean, this will be a really good showdown in Tampa Bay with two great quarterbacks leading their franchise. I mean, Dak Prescott for the Cowboys, he's been with them for a few years, and he's dealt with injuries, but had good games, of quite a few good games, actually, when he's been fully healthy. And Tom Brady, obviously, we all know him, the GOAT, and it should be a really nice showdown with a lot of talent.
My personal opinion on this game is that the Cowboys will beat them by maybe 9 points, because somewhere in that range. Because I'm looking at the Buccaneers' schedule from this year, and games like this just don't give me confidence. Beating the Falcons by only 6, losing to the Steelers, getting beat by the Panthers by 18, losing to the Ravens, beating the Rams by only 3, the Seahawks by only 5, losing to the Browns by 6, beating the Saints by 1, getting smoked by Brock Purdy by 28. I know Tom Brady is the GOAT, but I don't have confidence in them tonight.
I have a differing opinion from you, because I think the Buccaneers will win this game. It's not necessarily that I think they have a much better team than the Cowboys. I just don't think you can go against Tom Brady in the playoffs. I mean, he's proved all too much that even if he's an underdog in the playoffs, he can still win handily, and I think they might do so tonight. I mean, it's in Tampa Bay. If it was in Dallas, it might be a different story, but it's in Tampa Bay, and they've a really good wide receiver core too. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Julio Jones, those are 3 big names that Tom Brady will be looking to tonight in a big showdown, and I think he'll find them for quite a few touchdowns.
Looking at the Cowboys roster, I think they have more depth. I mean, with Tony Pollard, he's really burst onto the scene as a very top-tier running back, and having Zeke to back him up is just one of the best backup running backs you can get. But then you look at wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, I think he's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Michael Gallup he's always going to give you a good game. And then Noah Brown, too, is a deep shot. He can give you a 80-yard touchdown every once in a while.
I think they could run it well, but I don't think they will because of the Buccaneers' run stoppers. I mean, they have good big tackles like Akeem Hicks and Vita Vea. Vea is questionable tonight, but most people think he'll play. If those two are healthy and in, I mean, those are 2 big bodies that can stop running backs pretty easily in the open space. So I think that the Cowboys might have to lean on passing some for sure, and that could be tricky too.
I think Dak Prescott, this is going to be a big game to show the NFL if he's fully recovered from the big injury, what he's got in his tank. And on the defensive side for the Cowboys, Micah Parsons is one of the best D-line players in the NFL. I mean, with that pass rush coming around the corner, Tom Brady better watch out for a few blindside sacks tonight. And I hope this game is like the other wild card games this weekend, minus the Seahawks game, because the Chargers-Jaguars game 1 point.
The Jags win. Duval.
Dolphins-Bills 3 points. Giants-Vikings 7 points, and Ravens-Bengals 7 points. I think this game will be around that same territory, and I think it'll be another great game to watch in the NFL.
And as we've already said, I mean, the Cowboys, they have really good running backs, Pollard and Zeke. And then also Malik Davis is nice, the rookie from Florida. But the Buccaneers, they have good running backs too. I mean, Leonard Fournette, the longtime Jaguar, go Jags, he's really good. He played at LSU, and he can run over he can run very well, and I think their backups are good too. Rashad White, he filled the void when Fournette was injured earlier this year, and Keyshawn Vaughn, he's been with them for a couple of years. He's a good, more compact running back. And then fourth string, they have Giovanni Bernard, the former Bengal, who's a good veteran to have in the mix. I think they have a good running core too, just like the Cowboys. I think these teams do match up pretty evenly with each other, especially considering it's in Tampa Bay. I just see, with Tom Brady and with his whole group, I see the Buccaneers with a close win. My prediction will probably be 30-24 Buccaneers, I'd say, would be my prediction tonight.
I'm going to go 27-19 Cowboys. And they're also activating the big defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins, and the Buccaneers are activating Ryan Jensen, and he could play tonight. So there's a boost for both teams, but bottom line is this is going to be a great game, great cap to the NFL wildcard weekend, and that's going to be it today for us.
Thanks for tuning in. Remember, you can listen to Diving Into Sports on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Pocket Casts, and Stitcher. We'd love it if you could follow us on all of those platforms. And check out our Twitter account. Our handle is @NashonLyle.
By the way, we're now available on Google Podcasts as well.